handlers too. They work by sound motivation. In other words,
hi guys, it's Ken from McCann Professional Dog Trainers, where every single week we publish new videos to help you enrich your dog's life and help your dog become a well-behaved four-legged family member. Today we're at Woofstock and we're doing agility demos, and we're about to see the McCann Professional Dog Trainers agility show. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the McCann Professional Dog Trainers. Best part about what you're seeing in front of you right now, these are the trainers, these are the family owners, these are all their family pets. Yes, look at this. We got a little guy out there. He's in learning process right now, which is always good, and have a little bit of fun. As they come back on in, as I said before, this is a
so we're running 4 shows today at 10, 12, 2, and 4. So this is our 12 o'clock show. We had a really great turnout. Woofstock, it's a beautiful day outside, sunny and nice, and we are really enjoying the Woofstock. It's been lots of fun. I don't know if you saw our stream yesterday, but we were out, we did 4 shows, and we also went for a walk in the trade booth area, which was pretty cool. But Stu is just talking about the rules for the event, so I'm gonna flip the screen around so you can see him.
5 seconds to their score. You can see the clock here. We'll be adding the penalty points on, or the scores on, and we'll see how it goes. What we want to do right now is we're going to be showing you a dog that's just a rookie. It's a brand new one coming on into it. Deb, how long has this dog had a chance to actually be part of the agility course?
Well, Lori and Dash are in their second level of our dog agility program, of which there's 5 levels up to a very competitive one. And they've learned to do all the equipment, and they're doing very well. But Dash isn't completely confident on the weave poles or the teeter-totter. So Lori just may choose to skip the teeter-totter because we don't want the dog to have a bad experience. And you'll notice that we have some guide wires on our weave poles, and that's just to help keep the dog in. The weave poles are the hardest obstacle to teach your dog because they always have to enter with the first pole on their left and then weave through each and every pole. And that's a pretty hard concept for the dogs in the beginning. So hopefully he'll get a lot of good experience and repetition with the weave poles here. He's been doing very well today so far. So please don't hesitate to cheer him along. He's just a beginner, and this is a bit of a training session.
That's what's happening, folks. There's a lot of traps out there. You'll see them as we get right into the course. But right now, it's time to welcome a 2-year-old Papillon. Please make some noise out there for Dash. Now, Dash yesterday, funny enough, actually, Dash looked at the line. We said go. It went right back into it. It's great. But, you know, it's nice to see Dash out on the course. And it's always kind of fun because sometimes a younger dog, and especially a dog at that particular level, number 2, do they get distracted easily when it comes on a course like this?
Well, distraction is all a part of their basic obedience. You can see there that Dash chose to do the teeter-totter. Now he's chewing his treat there, so. But that's interesting that he wanted to go on the teeter-totter. That bodes very well for the future. And these are the tough weave poles. It looks like he's figuring it out.
Which is a nice thing to go over top of the jump, back on to the teeter-totter. Now, as you said before, very difficult to be able to do. Just get that swing right there and be able to get to that contact point is a tough one to be able to train. It can be a little bit difficult, I guess. Showing that having fun. Okay, now
he's having lunch on the teeter-totter now.
Got the treat. Now he's going to go. I'm going to enjoy the treat. This is it. This is my time. Good chance for a photo. But now we have to do the jump. Okay, over the top of the jump. Now, coming off the yellow jump, you're looking right at the red jump. Have to make a hard run into the blue jump. Now into the tunnels. Over top of the orange jump. He likes the teeter-totter. You know why? Because he gets treats at the end of this thing. I understand that part.
But that's good. We want him to love the teeter-totter.
Well, he loves the teeter-totter. I get fed. This is a great thing. Back into the weeds, making sure the right going from left to right, left to right, left to right. There you go. And the finish line is going to be this red jump right about really close to red. Yep, she forgot. There. Time. There we go.
Lori has to be feeling
So that's pretty
good
great
about
because this
that
is Dash's first show,
because,
and Dash has only completed the first level of agility. With Lori thought this would be a great way to sort of get him out and exposed to this environment and lots of the obstacles. So he did really, really well there.
Getting a really big treat at the end, but that's okay. That bodes well for the future.
Unofficial time for that particular run for the rookie dog out there for dog agility was 1 hour 52 minutes. No, I'm only kidding. It was a lot. Now we have a chance to get our dogs out there for the competition line. We're going to bring up Carol. Carol has got herself a 12-year-old Jack Russell Terrier. This is an older dog, though. It's 12 years of age.
So this is Carol and Dell, and Dell is been competing in dog agility for a number of years, but he is officially retired and is just out here having fun. So he's 12 years old. Let's turn up the applause volume and see if we can get him to have a fun trip around memory lane.
Now this is interesting. On the very first show, Carol made up her own course outline. The first show, hopefully she goes it this time. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise out there for a little Jack Russell Terrier by the name of Dell. Time is.
You have to remember that the dogs don't know where they're going, Carol. The dogs don't know where they're going. They're reading their trainer's body language, hand signals, or verbal cues so that they know which obstacle to go to next. So it's really about the teamwork between handler and dog that gets the dog around the course in the proper order.
Going into the weeds, this is a 12-year-old dog, folks. Remember that age, maybe sometimes it doesn't come to that much difference. Right now, back up on the teeter. Teeter was moving, so that may, oh, look at that. Easily jumped up, got into the teeter part, and there we go. Over top of the jump. Now, looking at the red, got to go to the blue. That is a trap right there. Through the tire, over the jump, back into the yellow tunnel. Back over top of the jump itself, has to go to the reverse side. And now back in the weeds, getting close to the finish line. So folks, this is a 12-year-old dog. Let's start cheering on Dell as it goes through the dog. A little bit of wheeze. Here we go, folks, and time. The time of 61:76. But was it a clean run? Because I go to you, you're the official.
Well, sorry, we did have one fault on the course. It was just the weave poles. He did goof them up. The rule about weave poles, if they make a mistake, you can try and fix them. If you fix them properly on the first try, no fault. It just costs you a little bit of time. But these weave poles, there was a bit of a mistake and were not fixed properly, so it does count as one fault.
Remember each one of the faults out there, folks. 5 seconds added on to the time score, which brings her up to 66:76 as we bring our next dog coming out here. This is going to be Patty. Patty's got a 7-year-old Bouvier. It's a bigger dog.
And I'm going to tell you a little story about this dog. He's a big dog. Patty got him at about, 7 months, Patty? 7 months old. He was a wild child. He was just doing everything wrong. And in fact, he jumped up once and broke her nose.
Really?
So she thought maybe I should go to obedience school. So she registered in grade 1 of our family dog program. And slowly but surely she worked her way through the various levels and then thought she'd like to try agility. Well, he's turned out to be just the best good old dog. He is a wonderful boy, had a rough start in life, but this is what training proves. It pays off, by the millions. So please enjoy this dog who is now able to have so much fun with Patty.
So folks, let's hear for a Bouvier by the name of Gunner. Okay, big dog now, this time going through the course. So, front one decided to go through the tunnel. Supposed to be going through over top of the jump. Now going through the tunnel to the teeter.
That's one of the big trap areas I'll tell you about.
Over top of jumping the weed. Big dog going through the weeds this time. Now, is it easier or harder for a bigger dog to go through the weeds?
Much harder. Much harder. They have to do way more bending and making sure they don't miss a pole.
Well, it seems to be on track right now.
Oh yeah, he's doing a great job.
Over top of the orange jump. Back around towards the weaves. All right, folks, you know what's happening. We're getting close to the finish line. Start cheering on Gunner, because here we go. Time. All right, Gunner's got a time of 44:37. Were there any faults?
We did have one fault. Remember, he went into the tunnel before he actually completed the jump.
So that time on 5 seconds goes to 49.37, but good enough to move it on into first place. So congratulations, Gunner.
Just want to mention some of the trappy areas. That orange jump at the far end, the dogs are required to do what we call a backside jump. Most jumps, as you approach them, you go over the jump from front to rear. But we have several difficult ones, and one of the ones is what we call a backside jump. So the dog has to listen to the command, whatever it is, get back, or pay attention to the body language, where the shoulders are pointing, so that he knows he needs to go around behind and jump over. So that's one of the really hard trappy areas. Plus, when the dog comes through that tunnel, they're through the tire jump there, they're sort of aimed right at that blue tunnel. So it really takes a lot of work to get that done right.
What other trap, if you see them coming over top of the yellow jump, they look right over, they see a red jump, got to make a left-hand turn right over that blue jump to be able to stay on course. This is where the dog training, basic dog training, comes into effect. The dog has to be able to understand the handler and know what the movements are going to be like, look at the body language, in order to get to this point to be able to play with a little bit of dog agility. We bring now in, as it looks like Mark is coming on in, he's bringing in now a Belgian Malinois, another 12-year-old dog.
Yes, this is a 12-year-old dog who was representing Canada on the World Forum. He was on Team Canada for dog agility several years ago. Again, he's retired now, but still loves to have fun playing agility.
So, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise out there for the Belgian Malinois by the name of Finn. Here we go, first jump. Time goes in on that first jump. This is a great workhorse of a dog, though. Having a little bit of fun out there. Just loves out there.
He's a big dog, and it's sometimes harder to keep the big dogs healthy and fit. But that's the secret. That's the secret to having a dog long-lived is keeping them active both mentally and physically, and make sure that they're healthy in terms of their eating and their exercise.
Has to do the jump over the arch jump. Here we go into the weaves.
Doing a great job out there. Let's cheer him on.
Here we go, and time. Well, we got a time for Finn. It's sitting at 42.24. Any faults out there?
No faults.
Oh, there you go. That is the time. So 49.37 was the time that was set by Patty, but now we have a time set by Mark at 42.24. That is an incredible time to beat as we bring up Carol. Now, Carol came out before. She had a Jack Russell Terrier, 12 years of age. Now she's got a little Parsons Terrier, 12 years of age.
That's right, and this dog actually has two names. I first met him, he was Bing, and then he turned to Newman, but I heard Carol calling him Bing again out there, so he's Newman Bing, this dog. Parsons Terrier, close relative to the Jack Russell, and has been a part of our agility team and agility competitor for many, many years.
Now, being in this small area right here, is this a little bit more conducive to that for a smaller dog to be able to get around compared to big dogs?
The smaller area is a bit harder on the bigger dogs, but the footing is very good now that the grass has started to dry out a bit. This is an excellent venue.
All right, folks, let's hear it for the Parson Terrier out there by the name of Newman Bing. Okay, here we go. Time goes in on that first jump. Here's that reverse going into that orange jump, now into the tunnel. For the tunnel going to the teeter. Contact zones, got them. Now, I think it's really important when you get into some younger dogs that when you're doing contact zones to really reward on that contact zone.
Yeah, because if they miss one of those yellow zones, then it is a fault, even if they execute the teeter-totter properly. You have to touch the yellow contact zones.
Okay, into the yellow tunnel.
Doing a great job here. Come on now, let's cheer him down the final stretch.
Into the wings, going left to right, folks. Here we go. Make some noise out there for Newman. Time. A time of 44.99. But were there any faults to add on to that?
No, that was a beautiful run for Newman Bing.
Okay, so 44.99, not fast enough to be able to beat the 42.24. Not too bad, though, as we bring out now another smaller dog out there, a little toy poodle. This is a 4-year-old toy Kale is, she's the handler. You know a little bit about this young lady.
Yeah, this is my daughter Kale, and she has 3 dogs in the competition today. This is her littlest dog, and she is quite the character. I think you'll really enjoy her running this course.
All right, folks, another little dog out there. We got some more bigger dogs coming up in a few more minutes, but right now, it's time to make a little noise out there for Hippie Shake. Here we go. Time starts on that first jump. That red one, right there. I always watch these dogs. They always seem like they have a lot of fun out there when they do dog agility.
They do. They barely can contain themselves sometimes, they're saying. This dog particularly loves to run, whether it's chasing a toy or just running. She loves to run, this little girl.
You're fast with the dog.
She's only 6 pounds, and tripping that teeter is a bit of a challenge for her.
How difficult is it for the handlers to stay in front or get the focus to stay in front of the dog?
Well, it's a good thing to do, because when you're in front, then the dog chases a little bit, and that makes them run faster.
Well, an unofficial time of 40.33. How was the run, though? Was it clean?
It was beautiful.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Nicely done. It is a 40.33 100ths of a second. That is our new leading time. It's done by Hippie Shake. Run by Kale McCann out there. But now we go to a bigger dog. We can finally get a bigger dog out there. We had the Bouvier out earlier. Now we got a golden retriever, 6-year-old golden retriever. Wendy's the handler. Tell me a little bit about this dog.
Yeah, this is a very versatile golden retriever. She does dog agility, obviously, but she also does rally and obedience. She's also a very excellent field dog. She competes in competitions where she goes into the field and, chases down the bird, brings it back, and Wendy does very well with this dog in that sport as well. But please enjoy her agility one.
So here we go, folks. Make some noise out there for the golden retriever by the name of Reba. Here we go. Now that obviously the jumps are a little bit higher because of the stance of the dog, so watch the dog as it goes through the weaves in a few minutes. Here we go, right into here. Watch this. Look at the tail go.
She uses her tail as a rudder to get that body through each one of those poles.
Look at this. She almost like knows this course. I mean, you keep changing it up on them, and they still know it.
Well, it's all about the handler must be doing a good job, because that's what they're reading.
Here we go, time! Wendy and Reba get a time of 34.56. We had one pole knocked over, which brings it, is that the only fault?
That's right, one fault with a knocked pole.
So brings it up to 39.56. That beats the 42. We have a new leader, folks, and it is a golden retriever. Yes, there you go. Now, we bring out another bigger dog. Now, this is one dog that a lot of people don't have a chance to see out there too often. It's a cattle dog. Rob's the handler. 6-year-old cattle dog.
Yeah, and Rob is competing with this dog at a pretty high level. He's competing at a competitive level, hoping to make the world team next year. So we're really behind him, and he's a fast dog, a big, strong dog. She, I have to keep telling myself it's a she, yes. She's a pretty big, strong dog, so it's hard because there's so much power when she runs.
And in a tight area, it's going to be tight. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise out there. Welcome, Scouts. All right. It's got to stay ahead. You can see the speed of this dog. Wants to get out there and just let her rev up a little bit. Here we go to the weaves. Watch this. Good size. Look at this. Almost like dancing through them. Peter, contact zone's made up and down. Holds it for a second.
She missed a little signal. Oh, baby!
That happens with a bigger, faster dog. You got to get out there and get your stuff done quick. Here we go. Time. With a time of 40.18 seconds. Were there any faults other than Mark's fault for almost getting nailed out there?
Two bars down, one here and one there, but that's hard when you have a big fast dog.
So 2 bars down and almost marked down. Okay, so that was a 10-second add-on, and bumps it up to a little bit, almost like the 50 seconds, 1.18. And that means we're going to be moving in into our next dog coming on out. Now this is going to be actually coming on in. Our next dog is Kale McCann. Kale is coming on out with a relatively younger type of dog. It's a 3.5-year-old Border Collie.
Yeah, this is one of her youngest dogs. She does have one puppy that's 7 months now, and this guy hasn't really got involved in too much of the competition at this point. He's just ready to go this year, and hopefully by next year we'll have him on the world team. He's showing great potential, but he's young and a bit crazy. Please enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise out there for a Border Collie by the name of Rad. Time starts now. How difficult is for a dog to make it to the national team, though?
Very difficult, very difficult. You have to qualify, so it's a matter of doing well throughout the year at various regional competitions. But it's hard because it's a do-or-die situation. You have to be good on that day. And this guy is showing what it's like.
Right. Wow, almost got tangled up there with Kale. Here we go, folks. Cheer on Rad and time. Look at that time, folks. 31:16. Wasn't a clean run.
Absolutely. Kale almost took out that orange jump, and if she had it would have been a fault. Not her dog's fault, but it does still count as a fault.
That would go against her dog's time. Oh, look at that. Not a good thing.
She had good footwork there, though. She very narrowly missed.
Well, we got a time of 31:16, which is the fastest time so far. We're coming down to our final 3 dogs, but this gives us a great opportunity. Ken, come on in here for a second. I know you. What are you doing right now?
I'm actually live streaming to our YouTube audience. We have a YouTube channel called At McCann Dogs.
Cool. And then people are watching it live right now?
That's it, yeah. We've got a few viewers live. So it's nice to share the event with people that can't make it here to Woodstock.
Very cool. Now, you have something coming out in June. It is actually called My Dog Can. Explain to people, because this is really almost revolutionary.
For sure, yeah. Our My Dog Can training program is a 10-week obedience program, family dog obedience program that teaches your dog to walk on a loose leash without pulling, to stay when they're asked to, and to come when they're called. And it includes all sorts of other skills and exercises in it, including every single week you'll have meetings online with your class. It's essentially like having a dog trainer coming to your house, which would be really beneficial for a lot of people. We have over 500 dogs every single week come into our classes, and the classes fill up really quick. So maybe if you can't get into the classes or you live too far away to come to our classes, we have an opportunity for you to share in our training.
So if you have a mobile, you got an iPad, you've got a tablet, you've got a phone, you can do training anywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. It's literally on any device that you've got, we offer training for you, and we're really excited about it. We're really looking forward to sharing the McCann method with lots of more students.
And very special today, if somebody goes over there and signs up, what's the possibility they could win?
Yeah, we're really excited to be able to offer a free spot in the My Dog Can training program by signing up on the checklist over at the tent. You can win a spot in our My Dog Can training program.
So there you go, folks. It's all being brought to you by McCann Professional Dog Trainers. Get signed up for My Dog Can, brand new program coming out officially worldwide this June, so it's going to be kind of interesting. Now, Rad has a chance to get out there. He got out there, did a 31:16. We're now going to bring out Kale McCann. She's coming back out. She's got herself this is actually an interesting breed. This is what they call an all-Canadian dog, aka a mutt, for anybody who's wondering. It's a combination of a Jack Russell Terrier and a Border Collie. See the coloring in there. This dog is 9.5 years old. Tell me about this. This dog is well awarded.
Yeah, this is one of the top agility dogs in the country and even in the world. She's been on the Canadian World Agility Team for the past 7 years, and she has come home with many, many medals over the years. She's just back from the Netherlands. Last Friday, they just flew home from the Netherlands, where they competed at the World Agility Championships, and she came home with 4 classes where she won first place. So we're really proud of this team. 9.5 years old. They still recognize her as one of the fastest 16-inch jumping dogs in the world.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for the all-Canadian mutt by the name of Funky Monkey. Time starts. Watch this dog go. Go Blake. It's going to be fast. Look how far she stays right ahead of this dog. It's amazing. You gotta learn the basics of dog handling. And this is where it comes into My Dog Can help you out to bring your dog to this level. Not only a Canadian champion, but a world champion. Back into the weaves. Here we go, folks. Let's cheer on. Here comes Funky and Time. With a time of 33.01. And I know everybody saw the hurdle drop. They know one fault was out there. Was that the only fault?
Yeah, that was the only fault, and it's very unusual for Funky to miss, but I think you could tell she mistimed that jump. It just proves that dogs are dogs. You know, they're not little robots. You can't guarantee that they're going to be perfect. And that's part of the excitement about training them. You never really know what's going to happen. You train hard, you try to handle the best you can, but sometimes it just comes down to a little bit of luck.
So sometimes when you get into competition, some of the dogs can be dialed in, or some of the dogs could have an off day.
That's right. It's a do or die situation. You go out there, you have, one chance to do this run that if you don't do well could maybe forfeit your chances to win a medal overall. It's a very high pressure, high exciting event, but it's exciting because you never know. You just hope that you and your dog have a good connection and it works out well.
Everybody comes into focus because right now we got Meg coming up to the line. She's got herself a Border Collie. This is a 4.5-year-old Border Collie.
Yes, he's a relatively new dog to the high end of dog agility. Has amazing potential. He's very, very fast. Very good looking, too, for a Border Collie. But I hope he listens well because Megan's carrying, running around for two out there, and we want her to do it perfectly clean. So please enjoy this team.
Here we go, folks. Make some noise out there for the Border Collie by the name of Sense. Here we go. She's staying ahead. Contacts with me. Hard turn, hard turn. Oh, she went off course.
Just pulled in a little early on that jump. You look at him go.
Hard turn. There we go. Here we go in the waves. Nose in, look at that. Gets the nose right down and time. Time with a 35.65.
I had a couple of bars down there. And he's a little out of practice because Megan hasn't been competing a lot lately. But I think you can see that there's great potential, and once she pops this kid, she'll get back to training again.
Pops this kid? You actually said that? Okay.
Well, I raised 3 children and popped a few of them and then went back to dog training too.
I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Here we go, folks. Our final dog coming out, Mark, is going to be the handler. Now, the time to beat is 31:16. That is the time to beat. Is this dog able to do that? We're coming down to it. Border Collie. It's a 3.5-year-old Border Collie. Tell me a little bit about this one.
Well, the best thing about this dog is that he's the father, or the boyfriend, whatever. He's the sire of a litter I had of puppies. They are now 6 months old. We do have 2 of the puppies here. So the puppies turned out really well, so I'm really pleased that this guy is their dad.
So they popped out the puppies, is what you're trying to say?
Yeah, she did, by C-section.
Sorry, folks, I'm just holding on to it way too long.
This is one of Canada's potential top dogs. He's only 3.5. I think he's going to be on world teams for many years to come. So
let's see what happens. He's on a world team, I heard.
End of July, he's off to Europe for one of the world championships. So we wish him all the best.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for the Border Collie by the name of Fly. Here we go. Final dog. 31 seconds. Let's see if he can beat it. Just watch. Contact's made. Here it comes into a trap. Look at the red, look at that. Oh, look at that turn. Look at that turn. Oh, knocks over one pull. Doesn't have enough time on the clock to be able to compensate. Here we go, cheer on. It's end time. All right, folks. The time on the clock is 28:86. 28:86. But how many faults? One fault, which adds in 5 seconds. That brings it up to 33:86. The time to beat was 31:16. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Cale McCann with a Poodle color by the name of Red. Good time. Boy, knocked over a pole. It happens. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That does finish off our Dog Agility Show being brought to you by the McCann Professional Dog Trainers. They're going to now be underneath that blue tent. Why did you go over and say hi to them? Sign yourselves up. You have a chance to win some free online training courses for 10 weeks. All the
well, that was definitely really great. I'm going to see if I can talk to Cale for a second, folks, about Rad's
See you later. 2 o'clock's the next show.
So, Cale, congratulations to Rad on winning the competition. What do you have to say about that run with Rad?
It was good. He's handling the excitement and the music and all the energy really well. He's a pretty excited, easily excited dog, so I'm so pleased that he's being so thoughtful and careful and so fast.
Yeah, he did really great. Thank you for that. And as an aside, Rad was initially my dog, and I would I trained him through obedience and some beginner agility stuff, and he really started to show some amazing potential in agility. And I have another sheep herding dog. Rad was going to be one of my sheep herding dog for me, and I got another sheep herding dog, and I think Rad best fits Cale in terms of her handling and reach his real potential. So. We're really excited about Rad's future for sure. So we're going to be here all day at Woofstock. We have shows at, I guess this was a 12 o'clock show. We have shows at 2 and 4 this afternoon, 2 more shows. And we'll be hanging out all day just talking to people about our new online program, My Dog Can. If you want to check out the online program, go to mccandogs.com and you can click the link on the homepage and check out that training. But I really want to thank you guys for joining us. When we say that we publish videos to enrich your dog's life, this is part of enriching our dogs' lives, in our opinion. The dogs love playing agility. But to get to that point where they can compete in agility, they need a solid foundation of obedience training. They need to listen to you. They need to be attentive to you when you ask for it. And using our McCann method, using the My Dog Can program and our in-class training is a surefire way to get that kind of attention. And again, as I mentioned, the potential of a dog to reach their real potential, you need to have a well-behaved dog. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. If this is your first time with us, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We publish new videos every single Thursday, and as you can tell, we also do live streams at different times. But we publish videos every single Thursday to enrich your dog's life and help your dog to become a well-behaved, four-legged family member. And thank you guys for being with us. If you're in Toronto today, definitely come check out Woofstock. It's a beautiful day, and there's lots of cool stuff to see. So on that, I'm Ken Steep, and happy training. Bye for now.